Good morning. Hello, everyone. Welcome. My name is Leszek Erasmus, and I am a life coach and hypnotherapist at Become You Today. I help people create lives that they love living. Through coaching, I support men around their relationships with their wives and also help men and women connect to their life purpose. While with hypnosis, I can now help resolve and manage a large variety of issues and circumstances, which is why I am so incredibly excited about hypnotherapy and the difference I get to make in people's lives, helping them improve their life quality and indeed create a life that they love living again. So let's get started. And we begin with cuteness alert, as always. Here's my little family, my wife Jasmine, and our lovely son Yuri. When it comes to my work motivation, I truly want to serve people and help them find options, find faith and confidence in a better tomorrow. But part of my motivation is my family too, especially our son. If you heard my previous presentation a year ago, you may remember that we nearly lost our son when he was 8 days old and he had to undergo an emergency heart surgery. That really made me feel that our life is relatively short. So let's make sure we love it and remove unnecessary suffering from it. Okay, so off to hypnosis. So, some of you probably have some understanding of what hypnosis is, but it's common to have many misconceptions about it. A lot of us are likely to have seen hypnosis done somewhere on a stage of a theater or a club or on TV, where a volunteer was made to act like a chicken or do something weird or embarrassing. This was likely stage hypnosis, which is a form of entertainment, a performance that aims to create an illusion and mislead the audience in order to create a fun experience for everyone. Stage hypnosis does not affect the participants' lives in any way. And this is not what I do. What I do is clinical hypnosis, also known as hypnotherapy. The aim here is therapeutic, it is not entertainment. Briefly speaking, clinical hypnosis uses a deep relaxation state to address issues or conditions that a client is facing, such as smoking, weight loss, low self esteem, and many others that I'll list in a few moments. Hypnosis is also entering hospitals and dental surgeries. The so-called hypno analgesia is used to reduce pain rating and the need for hospital stay after a surgery. This is particularly important with patients who suffer from opioid allergies or addictions and cannot take strong opioid analgesics for the surgery. And at this point, you might say, hang on, Leszek, how does hypnosis do it? Isn't this mind control or even brainwashing? Well, that's a great question. It is neither, but don't take my word for it. Let's have a look at what the Mayo Clinic has to say about it. And the Mayo Clinic says hypnosis is not brainwashing or mind control, and people do not lose control of their behavior during hypnosis. Clients are usually aware during a session and remember what happens. A trained therapist cannot make someone do something embarrassing or something they don't want to do. So, this said, let's just quickly list what hypnosis cannot do so we are all on the same page here. So, hypnosis cannot make you do something you don't want to do. It cannot make you do something embarrassing, cannot make you do something out of character against your identity or values. It cannot erase memories or cure terminal illnesses. It cannot make you reveal your secrets, change your personality. And finally, you cannot hypnotize someone who doesn't want to be hypnotized. It's as simple as that. It just won't happen. All right, so where can hypnosis be used to make a huge difference in people's lives? In a multitude of situations and conditions. The list here on the screen is not extensive, but just things I am personally interested in helping people around. So we have issues such as smoke cessation, weight loss, chronic pain, panic attacks, compulsion, OCDs, headaches, menopause, even, where mental images for coolness and control are used to empower women to take control of the two most troublesome menopause symptoms: hot flashes and sleep. So moving on, we have sports performance, addictions, depression, stress and anxiety, phobias, sleep issues, trauma, the irritable bowel syndrome as well, grief, physical healing, stuttering, anger management, motion sickness, forgiveness, also issues surrounding sexuality like erectile dysfunction or premature ejaculation with men and painful sex with women. And finally, we have the emergence of diabetes type 2. So let's just dive into a few of those. First, we have weight loss. The number one reason why people seek hypnotherapy, believe it or not, but it's not necessarily for cosmetic purposes. Obesity is associated with the leading causes of death worldwide, including diabetes, heart disease, stroke, and some types of cancer. Hypnosis can help people create and stick to healthy exercise and nutrition routines, as well as keep them internally motivated. Internally motivated is the key here. It helps remove the so called emotional eating, where you use food to regulate your emotional state. Next up, according to Harvard University's research, hypnotherapy can speed up physical healing. In their study, a group of bone fracture patients showed 8.5 weeks of healing after just 6 weeks. Then we have IBS, where hypnosis applied to the mind and gut connection can create significant improvements in symptoms that can last on average for 4 years before you'd need to see the hypnotherapist again. Moving on, this is a short list of illnesses and pain management applications of hypnotherapy. One that I find most exciting is hypnobirthing, a technique that helps women deliver babies without or with little pain. In fact, a friend of mine over in San Francisco, after visiting a hypnotherapist, delivered her first daughter without pain and with no drugs. So this technique can truly work wonders. All right, so how does hypnosis do all this? By tapping into our subconscious mind. And we do it through helping clients to relax enough so that their brain waves switch from beta to alpha. But what are those brain waves? So the beta waves are our default waking state brain waves where you pay attention, you read, you complete tasks. Hopefully you're paying attention to this presentation. You're in your beta brain waves. Alpha waves kick in when we are relaxing, daydreaming, or going to sleep. You'd be surprised to know that the hypnotic trance is a daily occurrence in our lives. It happens always when you fall asleep. Also, have you ever missed an exit on a highway because you were spacing out while driving? That's it. Or have you ever driven back home from work and you pulled up in your driveway, not fully remembering the way home because you drove as if on autopilot? That is the hypnotic trance as well. So it really isn't some kind of mystical, magical experience. So, what you want to remember about hypnosis is that it really talks directly to your subconscious mind with your permission. And that's important because our subconscious is always listening, processing information and sensory input. It regulates our body functions and perceptions of pain. And finally, it controls our emotions and responses to stress and anxiety. So, what does a session look like? I hold them via Zoom because hypnosis lends itself beautifully to online therapy, and the client can remain in the safety and comfort of their own home. Briefly, we start with the induction, which is kind of a guided meditation, if you will. The aim is to get the client to relax enough so that their brain waves move into alpha waves away from beta. Once that is done, I work with the client's issue through their imagination, tailoring the experience to their dominant senses. Sometimes I can use storytelling or conversation to achieve the client's goals. And finally, we have the emergence, where the client is verbally guided back to a wakeful state of beta waves, happy, refreshed, rested, and fully alert. And that's that, everyone. That's it from me as well. So thank you everybody for your attention and listening in, and for your beta brainwaves, I hope. I'd be happy to answer any questions and discuss things further with you. So please reach out to me via the contact details on the screen. You can call me, shoot me a text or an email. You can screenshot this page for later use. And I look forward to hearing from you. Thank you so much again. This is Leszek Erasmus, Become You Today Coaching and Hypnotherapy.